help them create a clarity on the physical, mental, emotional and spiritual aspect of the child. So they need to be clear कि PQ क्या होना है, IQ क्या होना है, EQ क्या होना है, SQ क्या होना है. So this will lead to holistic intelligence and the holistic development of the baby. So they need to have full clarity on these 4 aspects. And
so
then
your questionnaire would be focusing on
these 4 aspects. PQ.
What do you mean by PQ?
Physical quotient.
Okay.
IQ, intellectual quotient. EQ, emotional quotient. And SQ, spiritual quotient.
Okay, and one more thing which you will be adding is Dr. Dev Pujari works on brain development of child. So you can talk to some gynec and pediatrician and you can add that medical part. So they will tell you how they actually do analysis how much brain development took place of newborn baby who were focused to mantra chanting, who were listening to mantras throughout 9 months. So how their brain development has taken place.
And then help them achieve positive mental state through chanting of mantras, Bhaktamat Shloka number 9, along with affirmations and visualizations and other lifestyle corrections. Because mantra chanted alone won't give full results. Mantra has to be chanted with the right perspective. It should be chanted with correct lifestyle. Like, somebody is having tamasic bhojan, somebody is sleeping and waking up at wrong hours, not leading a sattvic lifestyle. Mantras will not impact them that strongly. You need to have strong vibrations to handle the vibrations of the mantras. So the lifestyle corrections are required, number 1. And number 2, mantras should be chanted along with affirmations and visualizations. Because from mantra, what we are creating the frequencies and the vibrations. Now, these frequencies and vibrations will get scattered if they're not channelized. So when we have got affirmation and visualizations along, then the mantra gets the channeling that okay, it has to work in this direction. Otherwise, mantras, when we are chanting mantras, we are creating a lot of energy. But if we are not giving direction to that energy, then what will happen? It will get lost and wasted. But if we are very clear that yes, this is what we want, absolutely our focus is absolutely clear, then those energies will get focused on our desires. So affirmations and visualization is a very important aspect along with mantra chanting. Because mantra when chanted is going to give 100% results. There is no doubt. It's not that if we don't have affirmation, visualization, mantra won't give result. Mantra will give result. But problem is we might not able to tap those results. So in order to tap the results, we need to have affirmations and visualizations.
So can you create a software like Mind Movies has created a software where what kind of baby you want, they make a movie of that, writing affirmations and whatever they want to, and they visualize that movie every day.
Yes.
They will create their movie, their own movie.
Yes.
Software.
Yes. This is what is required. You need to create a mental picture, a mental movie of your baby with the 4 aspects: PQ, IQ, EQ and SQ. If all these 4 aspects are totally clear in your mind, then only the power of the mantras will help you materialize. Otherwise, the power will get dissipated in this Brahmand. So if you want to materialize a particular kind of baby, you have to be very clear what you want. And the problem with most of us is we don't know what we want. We know that we want something, but what is that something we don't know. And there is where we miss the bus. So if you want to achieve full results, then the mantra, the shloka number 9 is very, very powerful and is bound to give results. But then it should be supplemented with proper lifestyle and complemented with affirmations and visualization. Then only we will be able to get full results. So through my sessions, what I do, I've created videos on all these things, where how you need to create affirmations, how you need to do visualization, what is the correct lifestyle which is required. I've got all these things there. So whenever a pregnant woman come to me for counseling and she wants to achieve certain things in life, I ask her to watch these videos and create a to-do list for herself, wherein she then plans the kind of correct lifestyle that she wants, because everybody's lifestyle is according to their own needs, according to their own circumstances. We can't dictate a lifestyle for somebody else. They need to create out of their own environment. So what is the ideal lifestyle, I share with them, and from that whatever best they can achieve, they try to achieve. And then how they need to create affirmations, how they need to do visualization, I teach them all those things. And when they are very clear with this, so when they start chanting the required mantra, the mantra is bound to give them 100% result, because mantras never fail. We fail in the right way of chanting and the right way of materialization. We fail here. Mantras never fail. So when it is supplemented and complemented properly, then it is going to give results. So my methodology is going to be like this only. That first I am going to tell women about the importance of Garbh Sanskar, because first I have to create a desire in them. Others they're like, okay, I've conceived a baby, the baby will be born, what is there? But the desire has to be put into them, that fire has to be put in them, that yes, these 9 months is going to work 90 years for my baby. I'm not working for 9 months, I'm working for 90 years for my baby, and not just for this baby, for the generations ahead. I'm creating a whole lineage. So these 9 months are the most important 9 months of my life. So through the concepts of Garbh Sanskar, I train them on all these things. So that's the step number 1. That first the desire has to be created in them. Otherwise mantra chanted without any desire, without any fire will not give result. When there is a fire, when we are chanting the mantra, when there is emotion, then only mantra gives those results. So I create those emotions in them by giving them, by clarifying the concept of Garbh Sanskar to them. Second step is then help them understand the physical, mental, emotional and spiritual aspects, and tell them that their wellness is going to affect the wellness of the baby. And then help them to create PQ, IQ, EQ, SQ of the baby they desire.
Okay, so now recently Sunita Shah's daughter has made a recipe book for Paryushan.
Yeah.
So that is like a Sattvic book where 8,000 people registered. So we can also give them that kind of food.
Yes.
You know, that kind of food. So now you will be focusing on 3 aspects: food. You have made a video what to eat.
It should be Sattvic. I have not told them or shared recipes with them, but basically I have shared that what is Sattvic food.
Okay.
A moderately cooked food with moderate spices, moderate oil, more closer to nature, and cooked just very close to when you are eating is regarded as Sattvic food. Food which gives you nutrition. So when we eat these kind of food, then we create Sattvic energies in us, and that Sattvic energy goes to the baby also. So it takes care of the health of the mother as well as the baby. So what I am recommending is you should have as much as Sattvic food as possible, and Sattvic food is nothing, it is food which is closest to nature. And then Rajasic food is food which is for your tongue. So basically when we put a lot of spices and when we do a lot of dressing and when we make it like really nice, then it is Rajasic. So it is not for your Sattvic aspects. It is more for your Rajasic aspects. It's more for your taste and pleasure and all these things. And Tamasic food is a strict no. So you should not have Tamasic food under any circumstances. Rajasic should be eaten once in a while, because yes, we are human being. Once in a while we want to satisfy taste buds, and there is no harm in that. So it's okay once in a while, but majorly your diet should comprise of Sattvic food.
Now, can you highlight more on your EQ, SQ?
Yeah.
How will you?
Yeah. So this was about PQ. So in PQ, lot of other aspects are also there. One is diet. Second is sleep. Our sleep timing should also be correct. We should largely follow 9 to 3 cycle, where you sleep by 9 p.m. and wake up by 3 a.m. And Brahma Muhurat is the best time, because Brahma Muhurat is also the time where mantra should be chanted. So I encourage all the expectant mothers to try as much as possible to get up at Brahma Muhurat or as close as that, because then the divine energies are really, really high. So one is the diet, second is the sleep cycle, and third is your physical movement, your physical exercise. Because when we exercise and all, then what happens, we release a lot of positive hormones, so that is also very much required. So these comprise and take care of the PQ aspect. Then comes this IQ. IQ is all about different types of intelligences, which is your linguistic intelligence, which is your what to say, your numerical intelligence, your musical intelligence, your kinesthetic intelligence, your spatial intelligence. So these are different forms of intelligences that comprises your IQ. So if you want to really create a particular kind of intelligence in your baby, start working on it in the womb itself. So if you want your child to have linguistic intelligence, like you really want that your child should know 5 languages, so start learning those languages while the baby is in the womb. Then the kind of the brain development that is happening, it will be like, you know, more focused on linguistic. Similarly, if you really want your child to have musical intelligence, so you start focusing on music. You also start learning 2 to 3 instruments, start doing a lot of vocal singing when you're pregnant. Then that will help to create that kind of capability in your child. So that is like your mental IQ aspect. Then comes EQ. EQ is all about intrapersonal and interpersonal skills, your social skills, and your inner skills. EQ is your ability to deal with yourself and your ability to deal with others. Deal with yourself is intrapersonal, deal with others is interpersonal.
Emotional stability.
Yeah. Emotional stability, which has to come within and outside both. So when it comes to EQ, then it is very important that you need to be in a state of bliss at all times. So mothers who stay in a state of bliss during the pregnancy, they transfer those kind of energies to the babies also. And in fact, research has been done that the mothers who tend to get angry or tend to get stressed out a lot during the pregnancy, they severely affect the brain development of the child who is there in the womb. Like it actually stops the brain development happening for some seconds. So just imagine if you frequently get angry or stressed out or start sulking. Basically, the moment you shift from your state of bliss, your state of a Satyachit Anand, the moment you shift from that, then the brain development of the child stops happening. So EQ is very, very important. You need to be in a stable state of bliss at all times. At all times, this is mandatory.
But how will you take them on higher level at SQ? First, mother has to reach.
Yes.
Spiritual
So SQ can be achieved through mantra chanting. Because mantras, SQ is what? SQ is higher vibrations.
Alpha level.
A person when moves from a beta state to alpha state and stays in the alpha state most of the time, then that person is a spiritually elevated person. Me, you, we all are the same. It's just that what is going within us, inside us, makes all the difference. So when we are very stable, relaxed, calm, peaceful, in a state of bliss most of the time, then we have got high level of spirituality. Spirituality is nothing but a control on yourself, and that control comes when you do a lot of mantra chanting, because these increases your vibrations, it increases your frequency, it relaxes you, it takes you to the alpha state, to the meditative state. So things like mantra chanting, meditation, Maun, all these things really, really help you to achieve the SQ level.
So how will you inculcate that Maun part in 9-month period?
That is the choice of the mother. See, I can't force anybody to do anything. We can take horse to the water, but we can't make him drink. The horse has to drink by himself. So what we can do is we can share the best things, the ideal things that they can do for the baby. And now it is the choice of the mother whether she wants to do or not. Mothers who choose to do this, they are setting the roadmap of their child forever. It said, Poot कपूत तो क्यों धन संचय, पूत सपूत तो क्यों धन संचय। अगर पूत कपूत है, बेकार है, खराब है, तब भी धन संचय करके कोई फायदा नहीं, बिकॉज इज गोइंग टू लूज एवरीथिंग अल्टीमेटली। और अगर सपूत है तो भी कोई मतलब नहीं है, बिकॉज इज गोइंग टू क्रिएट मच मोर देन व्हाट यू कैन क्रिएट फॉर हिम। So basically we don't need to create anything for our kids, we just need to make them saput. The moment we make them saput, we make them perfect at the level of PQ, IQ, EQ and SQ. Bas, it's done. It's done and we achieve everything.
Okay, thank you Sonal for highlighting the part of your thesis which is focusing on PQ, EQ, SQ and IQ, the 4 parts in a questionnaire, whereby she will be enhancing intelligent quotient, emotional quotient as well as spiritual quotient of mothers as well as the child by giving them mantras, by giving them creative visualization CD, by giving them positive affirmations. So all together that will enhance the growth of the child, its brain development and immunity boosting of child in the womb. And she is working not only on the child, the future generations to come. So it would be something like what Louis Hay book everyone sees for healing. Her book on Garbha Sanskar, when it comes after PhD, everyone would refer, every pregnant mother, everyone who wants to conceive, that would be like a holy Bible for. So all the best Sonal for the wonderful research you are taking up. And I would congratulate Dr. Manisha who has already worked on this, on 34 shloka protection of baby and fetus, and Anis Jain who has been working on almost 1500 ladies during pandemic, and they delivered a baby girl or boy healthy, fit and fine. So with this hypothesis, she is going to take this research further. PhD is what, where you are going from broader perspective to narrow and pinpointing. So now focus is wishful child and how to enhance the abilities of the child in the womb itself. So on this, Sonal's work would be like noteworthy. It would be something, a creation for a world. So all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.